don't like when I use the word winning, so I will say Neil Magny has won more welterweight fights than any man, including George St. Pierre, in UFC history. I won't repeat that statement, but that is an incredible accomplishment for Neil Magny. All of that being said, his eyes are on the prize, and while some fans might scoff at that notion, you're only as good as your last fight. There are a lot of big scalps on the resume of Neil Magny. You know he's going to bring the cardio, trains at elevation, got a nice long jab that he can work off of, some nice submissions in his arsenal as well. He's the underdog here tonight, and he thinks he's ready to spring an upset. Folks, with that, I'm getting anxious. Both fighters have graced the octagon, ready to go here from a sold-out Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the Haitian sensation, Neil Magny.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, let us see how this round plays out for one Neil Magny, for whom a lot has been asked and expected throughout his UFC career. He has headlined several times for the Combat Sports Leader, and even though he's got a wealth of experience, he still believes he is smack dab in the middle of his fighting prime, and he believes in front of him tonight is a matchup that gives him an opportunity to prove just that. Oh, that jab alerted his opponent. Just out of range with the big right hand.
Nice straight punch.
Oh, good block there. All right, nice job early on by the BJJ fighter to engage the boxer here in the clinch. And if you're the boxer, maybe don't get too confident in the hands here, or you're going to end up on your back.
Absolutely, because there's risk versus reward. Is it worth throwing that uppercut hook in tight, knowing that the moment you break that clinch is going to level change and get to your hips? It's a game of chess right now as we watch these two fight from this clinch position.
Nice. Nicely done. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, and I'm not sure these fighters realize that we've got 3 or 5 rounds tonight.
No feeling out process at all. From the moment this fight started, these two gentlemen were ready to knock each other's heads off. Nice single. There it is. Now he's running mountains.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Magny. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Choi gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Oh, looked like that strike from the bottom fighter got the crowd's attention. Excellent ground and pound there by Magny. All right, side control now. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to...
Back mount now. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. There's an elbow from the top by Neil Magny.
This is a terrible position.
Constantly a moving target.
He's got to be careful here.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Magny. Oh, the head kick lands. Battling for hooks.
Nice knee there.
Oh, and there is another knee. Man, those are doing a lot of damage to his opponent here in this fight. I'd be crying to my Cheerios in the corner by now. Ow. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades. Takedown defense is there. Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. That's a way to leave an impression on the judges. And big picture, I think, could set him up for future success in the next round. Well, a headhunter he is not. Beautifully done as he attacks the body yet again.
I mean, John, to have a guy live in a game plan and use it so effectively is very surprising. But with this guy, he's so smart. He's so disciplined. You kind of expect things out of the norm. Tonight, we see a body attack that we haven't seen in the octagon before.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, take a seat, bud. Great round. Listen to me. Breathe. Deep breath into that nose. Out to that mouth. All right, perfect round. I need you to go out there and...
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Round two is underway. All right, next round is underway. We will see if he can pick up where he left off, particularly when it comes to the ground and pound. That was vicious.
I mean, it was vicious. It was vicious. It was shades of Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Michael Johnson. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Just able to get to a great posture, control the feet, and land every single strike with vicious intent. It's hard to do that without losing your opponent. This young man has mastered. He has mastered ground and pound fighting. Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time.
Punch got blocked there. Beautiful strike. When he gets close and he throws, he lands.
Nice uppercut. All right, so champ, once again, we hit the floor. The jiu-jitsu athlete realizing a lot of success with his very takedown game tonight.
I mean, he's good at it, and it does not matter who's in front of him. He knows what he wants to do. He's going to chase those takedowns until he gets the fight to where he's comfortable, and that's on the ground. It has been a beautiful performance tonight by this jiu-jitsu fighter.
Nice job there by Neil Magny to get inside. He has the length, has a great frame for this welterweight division, and he is certainly off to a good start tonight. Well, not exactly what we thought we would see out of this jiu-jitsu fighter. He's had a lot of success on the feet, and I think this is why sometimes the film can lie if you lean too heavily into it.
Absolutely. I mean, you think you're coming in here to fight a grappler, and this guy looks like a boxer tonight. His hands have looked crispy. His kicks, everything that he is doing has worked, and I think this is partly due to the fact that you think he's trying to take you down, when in reality, this guy can fight everywhere. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, until his opponent adjusts, you might as well keep going with it as he continues to land a high volume of strikes in this one, DC.
Well, you don't want to be stuck on your feet with a boxer of this caliber. This guy's too good. And As you see his opponent looking lost, this is what you expect. He is that good in this singular skill. He got on 4-ounce gloves.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Massive left hand. He missed with that jab attempt there. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Less than 2 minutes now to go. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to it. Oh, he's hurt bad.
All right, so the redness is omnipresent now. He has absorbed a whole lot of body strikes. Pretty good poker face, but I'm not sure how many more of these he wants to take.
No, he doesn't. He needs to do something different. He cannot continue to get beat up like this. But it's on his opponent. It's on the guy that is landing these strikes to continue down the path until he makes you change something. Do this over and over because it seems like this is your easiest path to victory.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Magny. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of this back by Magny.
Big ground and pound. And there you go, again, half guard. Great shot from the top position.
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
2 rounds in the books.
Great work. Just 1 minute left. I want you to take a deep breath and relax. When we go back out there, the same game plan, but now I want you to use more kicks.
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses.
3rd round underway. Oh, effective strike there by Magny. Tags it with the overhand. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here and just continues to punish his opponent's body here in this round, just like he did in the previous one. That strike blocked by Shore. Oh, beautiful job to get the kick home to the body. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Nice job landing the knee there. He's got a lot of size for this division and put it to good use there. Well, you saw us referencing the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. Straight right hand, no good.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, he's setting up for a submission now. Oh, that looks tight to me. It looks like, oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Magny's back into full guard.
Big shots. Great job landing from the top position. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, that's a pretty slick reversal right there. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
Changing the position.
Oh, Magny's back in full mount.
Great defense by this fighter.
Under 2 minutes to go in the round. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Whiffs on the straight right hand. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other side.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that. Oh!
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively. He's seeing everything coming.
Magny's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
Another big cut.
Under a minute now to go. Well, the ground and pound has been working for him. Nice job here by Neil Magny. Oh, and he moves into half guard. The guard pass is starting to pile up.
Right away, he takes the far side underhook. Look for damage from the top to come now.
Oh, just missed on the overhand right. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that victory.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Beautiful.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Choi's in half guard. Good, solid strike on the ground. The 1-2 punch is true. Magny's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. And he blocks the shot there.
Doing a great job fighting behind the reach and dictating where the fight takes place.
Oh, you land island is that what we're doing here. Try to establish that jab. Just over 3 minutes to go. Takedown defense holds up. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Magny's taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? Might as well continue to target that area and see if you might get a referee or even a doctor to intervene here.
He's in the mount.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke. Nice transition.
Oh, Magny's in half guard.
Get them out here.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. 2 minutes to go. Side control now. Magny's back to the side control now.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
Massive shot from the top.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there. Trying to set up a choke here.
Oh, it's getting deep. It looks like he's trying to get an arm triangle, but he's got to get to the opposite side. Get his check.
Oh, he got out.
Got to be careful here.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Choi. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, take a seat, buddy. Deep breath for me. All right, listen. He's outstriking us, okay? So, just like we did in the gym, we're going to have to switch it up. I want you to go out there. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round. All right, so here we go with our next round. Certainly a seminal moment in that previous round as he rocked him and nearly got him out of there. We'll see who has the upper hand now here moving forward.
That was a huge moment for him. in that round. He found his shot, rocked his opponent, couldn't get the finish, but he had to feel good walking back to the corner and now getting back off of the stool to start the next round.
The Korean Superboy gets caught with that punch.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight. Right in the side control, yep.
Quick hip movement there, and he does indeed get back to his feet. Nicely done. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the first finish on that.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You can tell by his eyes. He's taking, he's
That's right over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
beautiful level change. Make him think you're going lower, then come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great work.
All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions.
Right.
They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Oh, right into mount. Oh, he got to a spot.
Let's go, Austin, heavy shots.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's
Right.
very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Magny. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Well, he is clearly losing this fight. It has not been his best performance, but you can change all of that with a late submission.
He's struggling because he hasn't been able to get this fight to the ground. Now he needs to abandon the setup for the takedown, grab his opponent, and try to take it to the floor so he can chase the submission.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
Good, keep the pressure.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Just out of range with that right hand. Joy gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Just out of range with that strike. All right, well, fatigue is certainly a factor here down the stretch. He is losing the fight. He is completely out of gas.
I mean, he's been outclassed. He's taken so much damage. He threw everything he could to try to survive. Oh!
And that'll do it! Duho Choi with a huge knockout tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
We send it inside now to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 29 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi, with another highlight for the reel tonight. That reel's getting pretty crowded. Crazy.